Welcome to the Polygon classes. See students, today we are going to start the question number 16. So, what is the question number 16? So, between 1 and 31, m numbers have been inserted in such a way that the resulting sequence is an arithmetic progression and the ratio of 7 and m minus 1 numbers is 5:9. Find the value of m. Find the value of m. So they are asking you have to calculate the value of m. So how to calculate this one? In the question, what they are asking, you have to insert m numbers between 1 and 31, and also they are giving that the resulting sequence is an arithmetic progression. After inserting m numbers between 1 and 31, the resulting sequence is an arithmetic progression, and the ratio of 7 and m minus 1 numbers is 5:9. So they are asking find the value of m. So how to calculate this value here? See that one. Let a1, a2, a3 and so on am are m numbers inserted between 1 and 31 such that 1 comma a1 comma a2 comma a3 comma and so on am comma 31 are in arithmetic progression. So here we are inserted m numbers. So after inserting this one, so what is the meaning of this arithmetic progression? So here where a is equal to the first term. What is the a value? A is equal to 1 and n. What is the meaning n? N is the number of terms. So how many terms are here? So already 2 terms are there. You are inserted m numbers. The total number is m plus 2. How many numbers are there? M plus 2 numbers in the arithmetic progression. So see this one here. So automatically what happens? So 31 is m plus 2 term. Yes sir. So this is the last term. That number is equal to m plus 2 term. Already you know the formula a. What is the a formula? A plus n minus 1 into d. A plus n minus 1 into d. So here 31 is the m plus 2 term. So the meaning is you will get that a plus. So a plus m plus 2 minus 1 into d. So why? Because a plus n, in the place of n we have m plus 2. So m plus 2 minus 2d. So that implies 31 is equal to, what is the a value? A value is 1. You can replace the value here, plus m plus 1 into d. So that is nothing but here, take this 1 to this side, it will become 30. So that is equal to m plus 1 into d. So that implies d. What is the d value? D is equal to 30 by m plus 1. D is equal to 30 by m plus 1. So see this one here, d value. After getting the d, you can take the values. What is that one? So a1. What is a1? See that one in the arithmetic progression. First term is a. Second term is a plus b. A1 is the arithmetic mean, not the second, that is the first term. It is the arithmetic mean. So a1 is the first term, a1 is the second term. Second term is nothing but a plus b. A plus B. What is A2? A2 is equal to A plus 2D. What is A3? A3 is equal to A plus 3D and so on. I need seventh number. I need in the question seventh number and m minus 1th numbers. So what is the A7? A7 is equal to A plus 7D. A3 is A plus 3D. A7 is A plus 7D. Similar. A m minus 1. So that is equal to A plus m minus 1 into D. So in the question what they are given? In the question they are given one condition. What is that one answer? The ratio of seventh term, seventh number by m minus 1 number. So that is equal to 5 by 9. So this is the answer given. What is the seventh number? Seventh number is nothing but A plus 7D by m minus 1th number is A plus m minus 1 into D. So that is equal to 5 by 9. So observe that what is the A value? You already know that A value is 1 and D value you are already calculated 30 by m plus 1. Just replace the values here. What we will get that? See that one. Continue to stay. What we will get that one? 1 plus 7 into D. D is nothing but 30 by m plus 1 by 1 plus m minus 1 into D. So m minus 1 into D is 30 by m plus 1. So that is equal to 5 by 9. So here take the m plus 1 LCM and cancel the m plus 1 in the numerator and the denominator. M plus 1 into 1 is m plus 1 plus 7 into 30 is nothing but 210 by and take the LCM here m plus 1 plus 30 into m is 30m minus 30. So that is equal to I by 9. So I have taken the m plus 1 LCM in the numerator and the m plus 1 LCM in the denominator and we are cancelling the both. So that implies m plus 210 plus 1 is 211 by 31m minus 29. So that is equal to 5 by 9. And take the cross multiply here. So what we will get that? So that is equal to 9 into m plus 211. So that is equal to 5 into 31m minus 29. So multiply the numbers here. 9m plus 9 to 211. So that is nothing but 1890. Multiply 5 here. That is 155 m minus 5 into 29 is 145. So that implies take this 9m to that side and take this minus 145 to this side. What happens? So that is minus, it will become the plus, take the value to this side, it is 145. So that is equal to 155m minus 9m. So that implies 2044. So that is equal to 146m. 146m. So that implies m is equal to 2044 by 146. So we can cancel it. So that implies m is equal to 40. So see the question once again. What is the terms they are given in the question? So first you have to insert m arithmetic, that is the m numbers between two numbers 1 and 31. That resulting sequence is an 80. Meaning is these m numbers are arithmetic means. Understand that these are arithmetic means. So I am going to insert the m numbers between 1 and 31 such that the resulting sequence is an 80. So after inserting these numbers, you have to understand that the first term is 1. A is equal to 1. And how many numbers are there? M plus 2 numbers. That meaning is the last number is 31 is the m plus 2 term. So what is the nth term formula? A plus n minus 1 will be. M plus 2 term formula is A plus, in the place of n you will get m plus 2 minus 1 into d. So 31. Take this A value is 1 and take this 1 to this side. 31 minus 1 will become 30. So that is equal to m plus 1 into d. So after getting this value, take the d value. D is equal to 30 by m plus 1. So after getting the d value and keep seeing the arithmetic means. So what is the inserted numbers between 1 and 31? So I am taking the A1. A1 is the second term. See this one. 1 A1 is the second term. Second term in the arithmetic progression is A plus B. A2 is the third term. Third term is A plus 2D. A3 A plus 3D. A7 A plus 7D. A m minus 1 A plus m minus 1 into D. So next I am calculating these values. Next, given in the question what they are given that the ratio of 7 and m minus 1 to the numbers are in the ratio 5:9. So 7th number by m minus 1 number is equal to 5. 7th number already you know that A plus 7D. So m minus 1 number is A plus m minus 1 into D. Just to replace the values here, that is equal to 5 by 9. So after taking this value, just take that A value is 1 and D value is 30 by m plus 1. A value is 1 and D value is 30 by m plus 1. So replace the values here 1 plus 7 into 30 by m plus 1 by 1 plus m minus 1 into 30 by m plus 1. So that is equal to 5. So take the m plus 1 LCM here. M plus 1 into 1 is the m plus 1 plus 7 into 30 is the 210 by m plus 1 into 1 is the m plus 1 plus 30 into m minus 30 is equal to 5 by 9. So after getting this, just take the cross multiply and add the terms. M plus 1 plus 210 is nothing but the 211. In the denominator, 1 plus 30m is nothing but the 31m minus 30 plus 1 is a minus 29. Just take the cross multiply and take 9 to this side and take this term to that side. And multiply the terms, you will get that m value is 144. So see the question once again. See students, question number 17. So what is the question number? 17 is a man starts repaying a loan as a first installment of 100 rupees if he increases the installment by 5 rupees for every month. What amount he will pay in the 13th installment? So what they are asking, what is the installment he will pay in the 13th installment? So see students here what they are asking. So first we have to take that given. What is the question they are giving that? He pay the first installment. He paid the first installment. What is the term? He paid the first installment is 100 rupees. Similarly, he paid the second installment. That is 105 rupees. And so on. So what is that value? First installment is 100. He increased in the second installment to 5 rupees. So it will become 105 and so on. So he paid the installments are 100. Next installment is 105 rupees. Next installment is 110. Next installment is 115, and so on. Or in AB. Why? Because you can observe that the difference between the first two terms is 5. The difference between the third term and the second term is 5. Next is 5. The difference is 5. Automatically it is in arithmetic progression. If it is an arithmetic progression, then what we will take? A, the first term. First term. What is the first term? First term A is equal to red. Common difference. Common difference. Common difference D. Common difference D is equal to, what is the common difference? Is 5. So what is the question they are asking? They are asking 13th installment. It is 13th installment. So that is what is the AM formula already known? AM is equal to A plus M minus 1 into. So here 13th installment is nothing but the 13th term. So 13th term formula is A plus 30 minus 1 into. So what is the A? A value is 100 plus 30 minus 1 is a 29 into D. D is a 5. So that is nothing but 100 plus 140. So that is nothing but 240. So what we can say that one, therefore here it is 13th installment. That is equal to 235 rupees. Question, students. So first installment is 100, second installment is 105, and so on. So the meaning is he pays the installments, or what is the installments he will pay? 100, 105, 110, 15, and so on. Clearly the difference is in common difference is same. So the sequence is in A. So first term is 100, common difference, the difference is 5. So they are asking what is he was paying the 13th installment. The 13th installment is the 13th term. So nth term is the formula is A plus M minus 1 into D. So 13th term is nothing but A plus 30 minus 1 into D. So A value is 100 and D value is 5. So just simplify you get 55. See students, see the question number 18. The difference between any two consecutive interior angles of a polygon is 5 degrees. If the smallest angle is 120 degrees, find the number of sides of the polygon. So, see students, what is the meaning of the polygon? Polygon is nothing but a closed figure. So, what is that mean? For example, see this one. It is a closed figure. Yes or no? What is the number of sides is here? 3 sides. So, see this one. It is a quadrilateral. It is also a closed figure. And see this one. So this is also a closed figure. And also see here. So this is also a closed figure. That meaning is, what is the polygon? Polygon is a closed figure here. So what is the smallest polygon? That is a triangle. Why? Because if you are taking any two sides, you can't get that closed figure. So the smallest one is the triangle only. So what is the number of sides is equal to the number of angles. So how many angles are here? So 1, 2, 3. 3 angles and the number of sides is 3. Are understand that? And here, how many number of sides is here? 4. How many angles are here? 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many sides are here? 5. How many angles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So number of sides and the number of angles are same. So that is the polygon here. What is there giving that in the question? All are understood what is the polygon? Polygon is a closed figure and number of sides and the number of angles both are same in the polygon. And also you can observe that the sum of all interior angles, the formula is the sum of all interior angles in a polygon, the formula is n minus 2 into 180 degrees. The sum of all interior angles, 1, 2, 3, the interior angles will become 180 degrees. For example, n is equal to 3. So you will get that 3 minus 2, that is a 1. So the sum of all interior angles is nothing but 180. So here, if n is equal to 4, so what happens? 2 into, that is nothing but 360 degrees. Here, it is a 540, it is 720 degrees. All are understood that? So sum of all interior angles, if you can add all these ones, what is the formula is n minus 2 into 180 degrees. If n is equal to 3, it will become 180 degrees. If n is equal to 4, the sum of all interior angles is a 360. n is equal to 5, 540. n is equal to 6, it will become 720. So here in this question, we are going to take the sum of all interior angles in the polygon is n minus 2 into 180 degrees. So this is the term we are going to use. A triangle, next one is a quadrilateral, next one is a pentagon, next one is a hexagon. So we will use these conditions here. See the question what they are given that one. So in the question what they are giving that. So the difference between any two consecutive interior angles of a polygon is a 5 degrees if the smallest angle is 120. In the question what they are giving that. The smallest angle is 120 degrees. I am taking this is the first one. So that is the first angle, the first interior angle. The first interior angle is equal to 120 degrees. Next, similarly, the second interior angle, what is that value? That is nothing but 125 degrees. Why? Because the difference is 5, and so on, and so on. So what is the angles? The interior angles in the polygon. In the polygon, what they will form that? First one is 120 degrees, next one is 125 degrees, next one is 130 degrees, and so on. Or in AP, or in AP. Yes, sir. Or in arithmetic progression. So here, what is A? A is equal to, that is nothing but 120 degrees. And that is the first one. That is the D, common difference. What is the common difference is? The common difference B is equal to 5. So, in the question already we know that I will take that first. N is the, I will take N. Let N be the number of sides of the polygon. I am taking that as a number of sides of the polygon. Already we know that. Sum of interior angles. Sum of interior angles of the polygon is equal to, that is n minus 2 into 180 degrees. So already here, what is the sum of n terms form? Already you know that what is the value is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So that value will become n minus 2 into 180 degrees. So that is here n by 2 into 2 into, what is the a value? A value is nothing but 120 degrees. plus n minus 1 into d. What is the d? D is the common difference. We are already calculated. What is that? D is equal to 5 degrees. So that is equal to n minus 2 into 180 degrees. So here the sum of interior angles of the polygon is n minus 2 into 180. But already know the formula, sum of interior angles of the polygon is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So a value is 120 degrees and d value is 5 degrees. So here where they are asking the number of sides, so we can remove the degrees, nothing will happen. Why? Because the number of angles and the number of sides are both are same. So that's why I am taking that without, that is remove that degrees here and take this 2 to that side. What happens? So that implies, and take this 2 to that side, 2 into 180, it will become 360, and the remaining value what you can recognize n into, so that is 240 plus, take this 5 inside, 5n minus 5, so that is equal to 2 into 180, so that is equal to 360 degrees into n minus 2. So that implies n into, so just add the terms here, that is nothing but the 235 plus 5n, so that is equal to 360n. You can remove that degrees here, all the degrees you can remove that. Why? Because they are asking the number of sides. You can remove the value here. So 360 into n minus 720. So that implies take the n inside. So it will become 235 n plus 5 n square. So that is equal to 360 n minus 720. So take all these values to this side. What happens? That implies 5 n square plus 235 minus 360 n, and also here this is the n plus 720, so that is equal to 0. So that implies 5 n square, 235 minus 360, that is nothing but the 125 n plus 720, so that is equal to 0. So you can take the 5 common here, so it will become n square minus 25n plus 144 is equal to 0. So that implies n square minus 25n plus 144 is equal to 0. So take the factorization here, n square minus 25 you can split as 16n minus 9n plus 144 is equal to 0. So if n take the common, it will become n minus 16, and take the minus 9 common, n minus 16, so that is equal to 0. So what happens? N minus 9 into n minus 16 is equal to 0. So that implies n is equal to 9 or 16. If n is equal to 16, n is equal to 16 is nothing but 16th angle. So that is A16, it will become, A16 formula is A plus 16 minus 1 into t. Yes or no? So we are getting n is 9 or 16. If n is equal to 16, what happens? A16 is equal to A plus 16 minus 1 into d. So here, what is this value? A value is 120 degrees plus 16 minus 1 is the 15 degrees. This is the 15 into 15 into d. D value is 5 degrees. So that is nothing but 120 degrees plus 75 degrees. So that is nothing but 195 degrees. But in the polygon, any angle must be less than 180 only. Why? Because you can see this one, it is a closed figure actually. If you have taken that one, this line, you can take, then only it will become the closed figure. If it is a 180, then you will get that this is the two sides. Then you can't get that closed figure here. So compulsory the angle, the interior angles of the polygon is less than 180, then only you will get the closed figure. But here, if you are getting n is equal to 16, what you are getting that A16, the 16th angle, it will become 195 degree. So it is not a possible. So it is not possible. It is not possible. So what we can declare that? Therefore, the number of sides of the polygon is equal to is 9. See the question once again. See students, what they are asking to you. The difference between any two consecutive interior angles of a polygon is 5 degrees. First we have to understand that what is a polygon. Polygon is a closed figure and the sum of all interior angles is n minus 2 into 180 degrees, and every interior angle must be less than 180 only. So here these are three conditions you have to identify. Polygon is a closed figure, sum of all interior angles is n minus 2 into 180, and all the interior angles must be less than 180 only. So first I am taking that the smallest angle, they are already given this. What they are given that? Given the smallest angle is 120 degrees. So that is I am taking the first interior angle is 120. So the second interior angle we are taking 125 degrees. So that is nothing but and so on. So the interior angles in the polygon, they are increasing. Why? Because the difference is 5. So 120, 125, 130 and so on. Clearly it is in arithmetic progression. The difference is same, common difference is same. So we can take it as arithmetic progression. So the first angle is 120. That is the first step. Common difference is 5 degrees. So let n be the number of sides. I have already told that one. Number of sides and number of angles both are same. Number of sides and number of angles are same. So that's why I am taking the number of sides of the polygon. Here we know that sum of interior angle, sum of all interior angles of a polygon. Sum of all interior angles of the polygon is n minus 2 into 180 degrees. So that implies n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. That is the sum of all n terms formula is that one. So here the terms is nothing but the angle. That is nothing but the sides. Both are same. So that is equal to n minus 2 into 180 degrees. So n by 2 into 2 into 120 degrees. Already we have taken that a value is 120. Just replace the value here. 120 degrees plus n minus 1 into d value is 5 degrees. And n minus 2 into 180 degrees. So here we are calculating already n is the number of sides and the number of angles are same. So just we can remove that degrees here and calculate for number of sides. So n into 240 plus 5n minus 5, that is equal to 360 into n minus 2. So just to simplify that value, that is a 235 plus 5n. Just take the n inside. So 235n plus 5n square. So take the two terms to this side. So minus 360n plus 720, that is equal to 0. So take the 5, that is just add the terms, 5n square. 235 minus 360, that is nothing but minus 125n plus 720, that is equal to 0. So take the 5 common, n square minus 25n plus 144 is equal to 0. So you can take the 25n as a factorization. So you have to get 144n square. So I am taking that minus 69n minus 9n, it will become 144n square. So just I am split this term as a minus 16n minus 9n. So take the n common here, n into n minus 16, and you can take the n 9 minus 9 common here, it will become n minus 16 is equal to 0. So take the n minus 9 common, so n minus 16 common, it will become n minus 9. So n minus 9 into n minus 16 is equal to 0, meaning is n is equal to 9 or n is equal to 16. So if n is equal to 16, what happens? If n is equal to 16, you will get 16th angle. So what is the 16th angle? 16th angle, if you have that one, it will become 195. But in the polygon, every angle is less than 180 degrees only. So that's why you are getting the 195. It is not possible. So the number of sides of the polygon is 9. All are understood, students? See that.